everyone, Glenda here from Style with Glenda K Harrison, and today's YouTube video is in conjunction with my latest style story that I did on my blog called The Dig, and that style story is called Inspired by the 60s. So what I would like to do is just give you a little bit of insider information of what goes on inside my head when I'm styling a style story. So with this look, I was wearing a simple green A-line shift dress. There were no details to it. The only detail is a little pearl button that hooks it in the back, and that is it. Now this dress was made for me by my sister. So this is a custom-made creation. The thing though, my sister, she called me and said, "It's so plain. Do you want me to add some embroidery to it?" And I said, "No, don't do that, because if you add embroidery to it, it's going to completely change what I want to do to it." For myself, when I think embroidery, I think of more Southwestern. And the look that I was going for, I wanted it to be more kind of clean and uncomplicated. So when the dress arrived, I was immediately in love. First of all, I love the shade of green. It's kind of almost like a chartreuse, in between a chartreuse and a Kelly green. So it's kind of like one of those hard to define shades. But anyway, I love it. So when I saw it and I tried it on, all I can say is that I immediately thought of the 60s and that era of wearing white boots and, you know, having my hair in a high ponytail and wearing a really cute novelty bag. So, and of course, cat eyes, right? So in that photo shoot, you see me wearing my white ankle boots. And I wanted them to be just stark white. So no details, just the pop of that white against the green. Now, I also thought of psychedelic. So with that, we decided to head over to the art district. There's a school of art where we did the photo shoot at that has all the colorful painting on the wall. So that fit in perfect with that kind of psychedelic, the colors, and I just felt like it made the green and the white shoes pop instantly. Now for my jewelry, because you guys know that I absolutely love jewelry, I decided on a couple of little layering necklaces. One chain is gold and one is silver. And then my big hoop earrings, and then my hair, I left one of my dreads loose so I could play with it during the shoot, and then the majority of my hair was put in a high bun. Now I thought about doing a big ponytail, kind of like Ariana Grande, but I wanted the look to have a little bit more refinement, a little bit more, I guess, maturity. So that's why I opted for putting my dreads in a bun. For my bracelets, very simple. I just chose 2 gold bangles to complement the texture of my hoop earrings and the necklaces. Now, what you did see was an amazing vintage bag that is from the 1960s. I got this on eBay and I'm in love with it. This is the first time I've actually shown this. I've had this for about 6 months now, and I was just waiting for the perfect outfit to pair it with, and the dress my sister made just made it come alive. So as you can see up close, it has little glass beads of green and white throughout. and then with the gold detail. The handle's the same. So you could see why I chose this, right? Because it is vintage 1960s, the look that I am going for. And then it has the white to complement the white, and then my white fingernails. And then the green, of course, for the dress. And then the gold detailing on the purse. Now, I don't always try to be so matchy-matchy with my jewelry. I do mix metals. I don't see anything wrong with mixing metals. I know a lot of us come from a generation of when you wore silver, you wore silver. When you wear gold, gold, rose gold, rose gold. But I believe that it's more interesting and fun when you mix metals. But for this case, I decided that it was best to just stick with the gold, because during the 1960s, it was very kind of like ensemble dressing. So it was more of the matchy-matchy that I was going for this particular look. Now, the last element that you did see were the cat eyes. Now, is that not quintessential 1960s? So the cat eyes together with the jewelry, the bag, the white ankle boots, and the dress, you see how this look was inspired by the 60s, but it doesn't come across as costumey. And the reason why it doesn't come across as costumey is because I'm not wearing head to toe vintage. Now, if my dress was an actual vintage 1960s plus the purse, plus the shoes, it probably would look like I was going to a 1960s costume party. But because I was able to elevate the entire look to this modern era with modern jewelry, the modern boots, it makes it look like it's intentional, that it's a look that's inspired by the 60s, but not a costume from the 60s. So I hope you guys enjoyed that photo shoot as much as I enjoyed posing for it and styling the look. And by the way, I had quite an audience. We actually did the photo shoot on the 4th of July, and I thought that would have been a perfect day because I thought no one would be around. But I was wrong. There were a lot of people milling about the art district, and every time someone drove by, they parked their car to watch. Now, when I first started doing blogging, I was really shy about that happening, and when I saw it, I would just stop. But now I'm like, I've been doing this for so long now, I don't really care who's watching. So anyway, I hope you are enjoying the dig and all the content throughout the Style with Glenda K Harrison family. And remember to keep your eye out for Bing, my new accessory and jewelry store that will be opening up late fall, early winter. Bye for now.